Yeah, that's a fish first cast, man. I don't believe it. Yes. Oh, it's on my ledge though, it's on the ledge. Ah, I lost it, you swine. Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shaun. It is good to see you here. Today I am setting myself a little bit of a challenge. Something that I'm not sure if it's going to work, to be honest with you, but we'll give it a go. Not that long ago, a few months back, I was on holiday in Orlando, Florida. Had a great time, and one of the things I did when I was out there, as a fisherman, as I'm sure all of you would do as well, is I went to some of the local tackle shops. Bass Pro, and believe it or not, Walmart, the massive supermarket, which out there has absolutely everything you could imagine. They're enormous, and of course, fishing equipment. So I went to both Bass Pro and I went to Walmart, and I picked up some bits and pieces. I've got a few of them here in this bag. I'll show you in a little minute. And the plan today is, the challenge is to see if I can catch a fish using the gear that I bought at Bass Pro and Walmart. But before I get into that, I want to show you the clips from those places, alright? Because I did vlog it as I was there. So in a minute I'm going to transport you to Orlando, Florida. But first of all, I'm here at a place that I've never fished before, that I'm probably named Loch Lubnaig in the Scottish Highlands. And I'm also going to be attempting to catch a fish that I've never caught before. I've never even seen one in the flesh, which is a perch. Supposedly a very easy fish to catch, so this challenge should be okay, not too bad, and I should be able to conquer it. Let's see. Anyway, I want to take you with me to Orlando, Florida and show you what I saw out there and what I bought. Let's roll the tape. It's almost about time that I had some kind of discount card or something, or loyalty card for this place here, Bass Pro. Size of that bear. Damn.
Welcome in, guys.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Good, good. How are you?
Good. Where are you guys in from?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Nice. Welcome in.
I wasn't going to buy any Bass Pro merch, but I might just have to buy some more. They have, of course, a tank as well, an aquarium. There are some largemouth bass in this tank. I can see them swimming around. Alright, I think we're kind of in the right place for catching a bass, maybe. I can spend so much money in this place. Let's go, before I buy anything else. I've got some little hooks and like baits and stuff to catch a bass today, hopefully. I don't know if it will work, but we'll try. I've got one t-shirt and now a hat. Oh, I need to buy a Bass Pro water. If I'm going to buy water, it needs to be Bass Pro, right? Should I get two?
Yeah.
I cannot believe they have Bass Pro. Spring water, I'm definitely buying that. I was going to buy water anyway, so. So I might not have actually made it to Disney World on this trip, but this place for me is a very good second best as a Disney World. Absolutely love it. Wow. Is there any like camping and outdoor? I see fishing rods. I can't believe it. Snorkel masks. There's a fishing section, of course there's a fishing section. Okay, so the Walmart fishing section is better stocked than many entire fishing tackle shops in the UK. Like, incredible. Wow. Alright, forward in time again. Welcome back to the Scottish Highlands with me. A couple of things that I bought and brought with me today in the hope of catching perch. Some soft plastic lures, which I'm going to fish on a drop shot. I've got a very light here. I think it's a 1 to 7 gram rod rockfish, which I use, you know, for a lot of stuff. It's brilliant. And I'm going to be drop shotting like 5 gram leads. A couple of things I'm going to try today. I've got soft plastics like this one here from Z-Man. They look quite edible. I mean, I don't know, I've never caught a perch before, so I don't know, but They certainly worked for the bass out in Florida. I'll show you a video of that in the coming weeks. This as well, more Z-Man soft plastics. I mean, it looks like a kind of shrimpy pattern. These things, which I got at Walmart, look kind of fish bait type things. We'll see how we get on. And I've also got some spinners as well. This one from Bass Pro itself, quite big actually, but there's actually supposedly Arctic char in here. I'd be over the moon if I got one of them. I have also got a very, very small, very light Mep style spinner from Panther Martin. Now, I don't want to open this. I think the packaging looks too good. I think the lure itself looks too good. I don't want to open it, right? I might save that for something a bit special. I might do a video just about that. But anyway, enough of me jabbering. I want to get one of these soft plastics on a drop shot. I'm going to chuck it out and let's see if we can catch my first ever perch. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to be making this up as we go along. But that's part of the fun of fishing, right? Let's get out there. That there is Loch Lubnaig. Probably named Loch Lubnaig. There's probably some kind of Gaelic meaning behind it. Drop shot rig here, size 6 hook, I want to say. Yeah, size 6 hook. I think it's a 5 gram lead. Drop shot, and the sun's come out, which I think is probably not good, but I don't know. I've never caught a perch before, so I could be making it up. Gonna try these kind of grubby coloured ones first. Is like an olive green colour. What do they call it in America? Micro goat, they call this. Okay, America. I'll take your word for it. They catch bass, largemouth bass over in the States. Let's see if they'll catch a largemouth Scottish Highland perch. I'm going to put that on there. Reliably informed that this place has plenty of perch and some big ones in it, so you know, that would do me fine. Having never caught one before, I don't mind. Big, small, whatever, any will do. There we go, drop shot. Size 6 hook, Bass Pro, grubby type thing. Let's get out in the water. Now I can see there's a drop off here about 5 yards out. And I'm not going to go too far because I don't have waders, I've only got wellies on. And I don't really want it to come above my wellies, I don't want wet feet. And I'm probably about, I don't know, 4 inches at the moment, so I'm not getting very far. You know, I should really get waders. That is the lesson here. Going to chuck it out. First cast. I can see it went way beyond the drop off there, so you know that is supposedly good. Let's see how long it sinks. Still going down. Ah, counted about 5 or 6 seconds there. Now, here we go. Should I set the drag? I don't know. I'm just going to be jigging it like that. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. Do perch like it erratically jigged? Do they like it fast speed wound in? I don't know. We can only try. Oh, that was either the bottom or a fish. That was a fish. Guys, that was a fish. First cast, I don't believe it. Yeah, that's a fish first cast, man. I don't believe it. Yes. Oh, it's on the ledge though, it's on the ledge. Ah, I lost it, you swine. That was a fish, I don't believe it. First cast. Well, that's exciting. That is exciting, that means there's fish here. I did something wrong though. And they like my lure. Can I get my first ever perch? That's the question. That was really quite close into the ledge. I think it just bounced off the ledge there. Right. So now I know there's a ledge and I need to get the fish up. Because that one there, it tangled into the ledge at the side and away it went. Oh man. Almost maybe my first ever perch. I'm assuming it's perch. There's also brown trout in here. There are char in here as well. And probably won't get it on this gear. Right. Thing is, these fish, these perch from what I can see have big mouths, big appetites. So it might be that my hook's too small. Size 6. It didn't feel like a massive fish or anything. Okay, that's the ledge right there. It'd be better if I could wade out, to be honest, and be quite close to that ledge. I can already see. Get it out that way a bit. Went down about 8 seconds there. Just kind of jigging this thing kind of erratically. Moved along to a little point here where I can see it just drops off a lot quicker, so I won't have to get further out. To avoid the drop off and get snagged, I won't have to wade out much further than I already am. Plenty of depth there. Maybe too much, I don't know. Oh, there you go, there's a fish. There's a fish. I got one. What is it? Feels quite small, whatever it is, but you know what? It's a fish. And it's spinning. Yep, there we go, my first ever perch. A beauty. There it is. My first ever. Oh, they're gorgeous. Look at the red fins on it. Listen, not a big fish by any stretch of the imagination, but it is my first ever perch, and so it means a lot. It is gorgeous. Look at it, with that fin sticking up. The red fins is underneath as well. And there it is, my Bass Pro lure as well. Oh, they're gorgeous. I love these fish. You know what? This is my first one. My first time fishing for perch. And I can tell you now, it will not be my last. I want to get a bigger one now. Let's get back in the water. Get the hook out right there. Hooked nicely, just on the side of the mouth. The hook just fell out like that. Great. Back to your friends. There you go. Away. That wind's getting up again. Been up and down all day like a yo-yo. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, fuck. All kinds of trouble now. Alright guys, well, my last session was a total utter disaster, as you would have seen, at Loch Lubnaig, trying to catch perch. Caught my first ever one right enough, but it was tiny. Well, I've taken some advice, thanks to all my followers on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and all the rest of it. And I'm back at Loch Lubnaig. This time, I'm on the opposite side of the loch from where I was before, from where all the stone thrown tourists are. And I'm at the log cabins. I'm walking along a country road. I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I was told just to, you know, follow this road, keep going till I find a nice looking bit of bank and get fishing. Let's see if we can have a better day today. No more camera incidents. Totally trashed my brand new vlogging camera last time out. Very sad. I was very, very sad. That was a bad fishing session. We all have them though, right? And hopefully today it is better. Persevere, that's what we do. Perseverance. As only as anglers know how. Following instructions, guys. Literally going through a stream to try and find a particular spot I was told about. Fun and games. I've arrived on my chosen spot here in Loch Lubnaig, roughly where I was told to go. And drop shotting again, just like the last time. But this time I did learn from my lesson about the ledge here. There's a deep ledge, and I think the rod I was using last time was a bit too short for it. So I've got a much longer rod here, LRF rod, and we'll see how we get on. So bombs away really, looking forward to it. Let's get in the water. Just gonna wade out a little tiny bit, just to give me a bit of clearance from the trees here. No idea what I'm casting into, how deep it is or anything. But this is quite a deep loch, this Loch Lubnaig, so it will probably be reasonably deep. Probably go down for about 10 seconds or so, I would imagine. Still sinking, still sinking. Still going. I think I might hit the bottom now. It's a deep place, that is for damn sure. See if my drag is tight or loose or what. Just here at the edge, about 5 feet in front of me, it just drops right off. It would definitely be much better served with waders here, so I could get right on top of the drop off. But I don't currently have any, unfortunately. I'm going to try one, what's going on here? Oh my goodness. That's a tragedy that just happened there. A terrible tragedy. This rod is going to have to be given up for today after that. My goodness, look at that. I don't know what happened there. Maybe the worst wind knot I've ever seen. Well, there you go. There's an end to that. Bizarre. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Definitely some bad vibes, bad juju or whatever you call it, being thrown my way the last couple of days. Okay, I have decided to go back to this sticky worm thing from the States, from Bass Pro. It caught me my first perch yesterday. See how we get on with that. The theory is cast and move, cast and move. It's been a strange couple of days weather-wise. You're getting this kind of squally weather coming through. Just gently wading out here. Wow, you can just see the drop off here. It's so impressive. It just, very clear water. Goes there and then dark. Let's just see how my lure is in the water. Yeah, perchy, I think. I don't know what perchy looks like. But you know what? I'm going to go as far as I can along this way and work my way back this time. This loch is used by all sorts of leisure activity users. There's people on stand-up paddle boards, kayakers and all kinds of things. I'm dangerously close to the top of my wellies here, so bear that in mind. You know, people were telling me that this place is like rammed with perch and like you can't go wrong. Maybe I'm just rubbish. Is that it? Could be. It's so deep. I think we're looking at, you know, 40 or 50 foot depth here, at least. You know, I've got like a 10 gram lead on, but anything less and I think we'd be struggling to keep contact with the bottom. As far as I'm told, a lot of these perch are going to be quite close to the drop off here, which is literally just, you know, 5 or 10 yards in front of me. The problem is though, as soon as you get close to it, it gets a little bit snaggy. And you definitely feel it. Just jigging this lure close to the bottom here. I'm right on top of the drop off now, which means I'm going to start getting snagged up. The good thing is the snags here, they're not that terrible. They're like, it's quite weedy, so nothing I can't handle. Now I'm using quite small lures, ones I would consider ultralight. Maybe these lures are too small for this deep water, I don't know. Maybe that's it, but you know, these same lures I'm using now, they work for largemouth bass over in the States up until to about 2 or 3 pound, and so they should work for perch as well. I was going to say very, very peaceful, and it is peaceful, but There's a constant noise of the road there on the other side as well. Right, that's just hit the bottom. That was a good 15-20 seconds hit the bottom with a 10-gram lead, so we're talking some deep water out there. Freshwater lure fishing for like perch and pike and stuff. There's one type of fishing I've not done much of, right? Now, it has been poor, really poor and hard. I thought it would be easier. So hard, in fact, it's got me considering drastic measures just to get the feeling of catching a fish again. Something super easy. Fly fishing for trout. That's what this has made me think I need to resort to. A way to catch some easy fish. People are saying you can't go wrong here in Loch Lubnaig, so it might just be me, you know. Which I'm fine to accept that. Alright, let's get into this bay. Must get something, surely, come on. I didn't put 2 whole days into this not to get a fish. Just that one piddly one yesterday, come on. Surely not. There's something in the water here. There, where I'm pointing. It looks like a, to be honest, like a, maybe a dead animal or something. Or maybe it's a log or something like that sticking out. That could be a snag. Gonna have to really keep my rod tip up here because the shelf for me is a lot further out than what it was up there. I think I'll have another move into deep into that bay there where that rock is. Maybe just the other side of those rocks. Oh, that was a bite. That was a bite. It felt very rattly and small though, whatever it was. That's my first bite today though. It's taken me an hour and a half to get a bite. Pretty tragic. You know? Beggars cannot be choosers. But that was some kind of encouraging sign. Let's get it back out there. Have another cast. On the bottom now. Much shallower bay. Okay, I think it's time for another shift right into this corner here. New plan, at least for a few casts. There's like a rock pile here. We're right in the corner of the bay. We fished all the way up and down this bank now. I think this spot is worth a few casts. First time I've seen any kind of fish life at all here. If I try and make it to that rock, I'm going to go in under my wellies? Probably. So let's not do that. Just cast it in this bay. I don't know if it's going to be deeper or shallower, but see, it's still going down, so definitely feels rocky here. Could be that because we're at the bottom of a cliff here, there's lots of boulders that have fallen in here over the time and caused a bit of a boulder field. Whether that's good or bad for the perch, I don't know, but it makes it more difficult to fish, that's for sure. Could try this one out that way. On the bottom now, significantly shallower than where I was. There's a fish! You beauty! Finally! Finally. I've got one. Now what is it? It feels quite head shaky jaggy. Thank goodness for that. The blank might be off. Oh, maybe I shouldn't speak too soon. That's a perch, yes. And it is bigger than the one from yesterday, I think, maybe slightly. Still not a monster, but it's my second ever perch. Quite a chubby little thing, isn't it? The blank. Oh man, I thought I was going to blank. I was convinced. The blank is off. The blank is off. Are you going to show me your dorsal? I have to pull it up. Look at you, gorgeous. Look at them. That dorsal, man, they're gorgeous. I could definitely see myself getting into perch, you know. I want more though. I want a bigger one. I want a big one. I know there's bigger fish in here, so let's get them back in the water. And granted, I know next to nothing about perch and perch fishing, but what I do know is they hang out in shoals, so I'll get straight back out where I was, see if there's another one. Gonna cast it down that way. There you are on the bottom. It's a shallower bay here. Oh, that's a bite already. And it's a fish. Just hit the water there. Maybe I'm into a shoal, guys. Maybe. This feels, whatever this is, feels tiny. Might even be away. What is this? Baby perch. That took it on the drop there. We might be onto something though. Maybe. Go on, son. Okay, 2 fish and 2 casts. The blank is off. The blank is off. Maybe I found a wee shoal. That was like very soon after hitting the bottom there. Well, that there is not a fish, that is a hank. I think there's a boulder field here. Yeah. That there is a proper hank. That's a break the line job, that maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Well, anyway, broke the line. Don't know if I've got myself into a good situation here. Trying to scramble up this wall and there's no real support or grips. I think it's my only way up here.